Welcome to Little Hands Big Pasta.
We are two Italian sisters living in Italy, and we are going to continue our kids-only pasta making journey. This is a real fun one, guys.
This is going to be fun.
This is
also
so
because the
fun.
tools that you need are so complicated. I'll show them what we need.
Big toothpicks, or whatever they're called in English.
Look at that. This is all you need.
We forgot.
What?
Grown-ups.
Ah, yes, grown-ups.
Ciao.
Ciao.
Now, all you need to do is you go get your semolina flour and water dough, because we are going to show you how to prepare fusilli, or how they call them in Sicily, busiate. You know the swirly pasta?
Girls.
Look at what you need. You need your dough, these toothpicks.
I don't know what you call them. Like to barbecue. I don't know what you call these in English.
These, and then as always, keep your semolina flour with you at all times, just in case. What you always have to do is unwrap your dough and just set it aside, the plastic wrap, because we're not going to be using all of it for now.
No, but wait.
Oh.
Remember how hard it was when you just finished working on it? Now squish it a little bit and see how soft it is. Look at that. Look at that.
Cut it in half and cut it in half again. One for you, one for me. We're going to be putting this back in the plastic wrap, and we are going to set it aside. Now, Benedetta.
Yes.
Please guide us, because I know this is a pasta that you love to make.
I have so much fun. First of all, this is one of my favorite pasta shapes to eat. And I think it's so much fun to make, and I think you're going to have such a great time too. Now, as usual, we're going to take the pasta dough. I'm speaking.
Go, speak.
We're taking the pasta dough, and as we take the pasta dough, we're going to roll it out with the palm of your hands. Okay, so this is the part that you want to use. And this time we're going to roll it a little bit thinner than usual. So you want it, well, I'll show you.
Yeah, Benny, why don't you show us?
Okay, so.
I'll copy
Very
you.
important. Look, the table is perfectly clean.
No flour.
No flour.
When you have to roll out the pasta, you don't put flour, okay? I want to show you what happens if you do.
Well, you're not ruining mine.
If you do, you see here how it sort of nicely sticks to the table, but not sticky. It's not sticky, but it just rolls out nicely on the table. If you go close to the pasta, it just slides.
Yeah, it just
And
slides
then
and you don't want that.
It doesn't roll around. You see, I can't roll it. So remember, no flour when you're rolling it out into like a snake. Okay.
So, as you roll with the palm of your hands. Now, you roll from the center and you stretch it out towards the sides. Now, remember how small that little piece was? Look how long it's gotten.
Ooh.
And it's going to be even longer. If it breaks, if something happens, don't worry, okay? There. I think this is good to go.
So it's actually even smaller than my pinky.
See, I would say it's
see?
like half.
So it's probably like your pinky size.
Oh, this is so cute. Now, once you have a nice long snake, I would like you to cut pieces.
See, like this.
Okay, so I suggest you cut them all out first. Am I invading your space?
But you're always in the way. You're always in the way. But Benny, I'll do this. Why don't you go
Okay.
and show?
Now, look at the fun part. So we have all little bits and pieces of dough here. Now you're going to take your toothpick. Let me add a little bit of flour here so I don't have to go up and down. Now take a little piece of dough, roll it out a little bit more, And do this. Put your toothpick in the flour. Sort of press it, slant it like this. And then wrap the dough around it. Look, you see what you did? You wrap the dough around it. Once this is done, you put it on the table.
Like with a rolling pin.
And this is what you get. I'll show it to you again. Now it's important to rub a little bit of flour on the stick because so that it doesn't stick. So we're going to roll it again. You see? And then you press and you roll. And then it slides out.
Let me try.
Now they will not always all come the same, okay? But don't worry about it.
Let me try. Look. So you put it here. I'm going to put it like, okay, I'm going to get this a little floury. I put it here. And I roll it. You see how you don't put the swirls too close together?
Oh, that's important, but I didn't say that.
Okay? Because if not, as you roll it, it's just going to come one piece of dough. So you do this. So you see, you rolled it out. You can see that there have these little cuts here. And you take it out. And you have this. You see? Isn't it cute? Let's do it again.
So you take, you roll around.
You see how you don't put it too close?
You see how you don't want it too close? And then you press it down on the table. You roll it like this. Look.
Okay. You see how I did it like this? Now I'm going to roll it here. Move a little bit here. Isn't it fun?
Now you can make longer ones, you can make them thinner. The important thing is that when you, remember, the important thing is that when you roll it around, as Valeria said, you don't stick it together. And then you press. You press it because you want the pasta to become thinner, because if not, it's going to be too thick to cook and eat. There, look at that. Sucked. And then down.
And as you make them, you should put semolina flour here so that they don't stick to each other and they don't stick on the table, okay? If not, instead, if you have, I want to show you this fun other thing, like this little, it's called a drying board. You see, it's the drying board. It's like see-through over here. And you can just gently lay your pasta over here, you see? And you can just let it dry.
I wanted to show you, like about an hour ago, we made these just to show you that how it stays in shape and how you could actually dry them also.
You see, you can make it longer if you want to make the fusilli or the busiate a little longer, or you can make it shorter, like the one we made over here.
Right, let's get
If you don't have this, don't worry. We're going to put the link where you can get it. If not, all you need is to put just semolina flour on the table, okay? I think I want to make one other one.
Do you have dough to make one last other one?
Yes.
I have my last dough to make my last other one, but this one is a little bit too big.
Actually, if you go like halfway over here, you have this little space So again, you press the dough at the beginning, you turn it around, you swirl it, you press it towards the end, and then you sort of use it as a rolling pin, as if it were a rolling pin, right?
Look how pretty it is.
And there you go. Wasn't that fun?
Wasn't that fun? I know, it's so much fun.
Making your own little fusilli at home. Well, I would say that it is now your turn to make it. Wait! Sorry. I just wanted to say two things. Two things before you leave, okay? The first one is that all the content of this Advent calendar, we have put it together and so much more into an online course for kids. It is obviously called Little Hands Big Pasta. It is a unique kids-only pasta journey. You'll find downloadables, extra content because we packed it with extra content and unpublished videos. And so if you want to purchase it, it's in the link below, and you can gift all the little chefs that you know.
Another thing that I would like to say,
yes,
because people are loving our shirts. Look at this. Now, ho fame in Italian means I am hungry. I mean, really, how cool is it to have a shirt like this?
And so it's our customized.
It's our customized shirt. You can order it. You can gift it also. It is really cool. It comes in a whole bunch of colors and sizes. And we obviously added the link below so you can click and purchase it there too.
Okay, we're done.
We're done.
Ciao.
Ciao.
Cook, eat, drink, live Italiano.